In Kenya, malnutrition is a great national and development concern. We find that in under 5 children, about 52.3% of them face macronutrient malnutrition. And in addition to that, we have 35% of them stunted, 16% of them are underweight, and 7% are wasted. This means that for these children, they'll never attain their full mental and physical capabilities and their full potential, which in turn poses a risk to the national economy.
Recently, the World Health Organization reported hunger and other related malnutrition as the greatest single threats to the world's public health. Improving nutrition is widely regarded as the most effective form of AIDS-specific nutrition interventions, which addresses the immediate cause of undernutrition and has been proven to deliver among the best value for money of all development interventions.
I'm the head nurse of the Segera Mission Dispensary. Segera Mission Dispensary started the malnutrition clinic back in 2011, and we had a very huge number of people with malnutrition. This was seen in under 5s, all under 5s, and pregnant women and lactating mothers.
The Segera Mission was started by Reverend Carlton Gleason in 2002 when he visited Kenya. His vision for establishing the mission was to be able to provide social amenities in the vast Segera region. The mission, which is in the heart of nomadic pastoralists in the Laikipa region, runs a range of health interventions which cut across HIV and AIDS interventions, maternal child health, a nutrition clinic, and a school which has a school feeding program. The nutrition clinic is scheduled for every Tuesday. This usually attracts villagers from the Masai and Samburu communities who come to seek health services as well as the nutrition clinic. The mission hospital is the only facility in the area within a radius of 60 kilometers. We profile Mama James, who is a beneficiary of the Segera Mission Foundation Hospital. She, like many other beneficiaries, has to walk a 32-kilometer round trip to make it to the mission. This she does carrying her baby on her back in a trip that will take the better part of the day. Her case is not an isolated one, as a majority of mothers in the Segera catchment area have to traverse long distances in search of health as well as nutritional services for their children. At the facility, the children and mothers are both given specialized care, as explained here by the head nurse.
I am a clinician or a caretaker when it comes to the provision of supplements that we use for our malnutrition program. Plumpy-Sap contains various nutrients that are essential for the body. The main component in this supplement is iron, that is used to boost the hemoglobin levels. A child who has malnutrition, or rather a pregnant or a lactating woman who has malnutrition, their immunity goes down. And once your immunity goes down, there are opportunistic infections that set in. For example, tuberculosis.
Shida sio akona ni shida ya kifua. Akaanza kutibiwa, nikamleta hapa mission. Alitibiwa na kwa miezi 6. Na akaanza kutibiwa, akapatiwa Plumpy-Sap. Ndio anaendelea nayo. Kwa wiki moja alikuwa na 1.7, sasa ako na 9.5, ako na miaka 2.5.
Segera Mission also has a school feeding program that feeds about 200 children of school-going age. The school offers 3 integrated services, including free learning facilities, meals, school uniforms, and books to the students freely amidst other social services. Mark and his sister are students at Segera Mission School. They make a 24-kilometer walk to school every day. The two wake up every day at 4 a.m. to start their long trek to school. This is a very risky trek, as this area is next to Laikipa Conservancy and Segera Ranch. The likelihood of encountering dangerous wild animals is high. This forces their brother Samson to accompany them and protect them from any dangerous wild animals while it is still dark, and parts ways with them when daybreak starts to set in. The two young ones continue their walk for another several hours to school. The main attraction for many children to the school is the school feeding program, as most times the food they get from school remains the only meal they have for the day.
In Segera Mission, we have mainly 5 programs: health, we have water and sanitation, education, we have which we call community empowerment. We have what we call school feeding program. What does it mean? School feeding program means feeding the children we are educating here. Why are we doing that? In 2005, we realized that we had a major problem in terms of overseas. We were supporting 157 families in terms of food every Wednesday and Friday to help those families who can't feed themselves, and especially for the children who are inside. We came to realize that we have families who have sometimes 7, 8 children. 3 of the 7 or the 8 are malnourished. When we give the food to those families, it doesn't help much. We decide to identify all those children and put them in all of them in our school.
AIDS NGos Consortium have been mainly involved in HIV and TB for a long time. And therefore, as we plan to go to zero, one of the things we realize is nutrition plays a major role, especially when you looking at nutrition as a development issue. Beyond what we look at the under 5s and others, but looking at the general population plays a major role in the growth of individuals, and that basically affects their input in the future. However, for us to do this, is we need to ensure that we have a good understanding of the philosophy and the understanding of nutrition, and therefore we want to work with the general population, including the policy makers. More so right now is important when you're looking at the food systems, but also working with the centralized government system, especially the Ministry of Health. We also look to have an opportunity where we will be advocating for increased financial and human resources towards nutrition interventions at all levels, both at the national and the community levels. We also need to look at the issue of food security, and especially the prices of food. One of the things that we all know is that if you go out there in the market, where even people start knowing where it is very likely to have food crisis, and therefore we are hoping that with this kind of policy and advocacy, we can actually be able to look at the issue of food access and all that. We will deliberately be looking at those other partners that have already been working nutrition, like FAO and others, and or other specific institutions like CIV or the Ministry of Health, or even the Ministry of Planning, to ensure that food is made at the families.